Happy Friday, everyone. I just want to talk a little bit about how important it is for managers to create an engaged environment at work and through creating engaged employees. Now, you as an employee or as a manager, have you ever said, "Oh, do I really have to go to work today?" Or, "Oh my gosh, I can't wait till my lunch break." Or, "Oh, is it Friday? Is it Friday yet? I really want this work week to be over. I can't stand being at work." Well, this is the case in many instances. And places like this have a high turnover rate, which with a high turnover rate, you really won't have a great success rate because then you have to train new individuals, which costs money and takes a lot of time, and time is money. So could you imagine managing employees who actually love their jobs and cannot wait to go to work? Good managers and leaders set the tone, and they can create an engaged working atmosphere. Excuse me. It just takes a good strategy, lots of planning, some hard work, and a great deal of patience. Pat Bueller, who is an expert in the area, says it's important for managers to consider the characteristics of those they hire. Generally, those who are adaptable and emotionally mature will more likely be engaged. She also says engagement is an ongoing process that involves far more than making employees happy. It's about creating an attachment to the company with an increased likelihood of staying with the company. And like I said, that's very important. Engaged employees typically will stay where they are because they're happy and they really enjoy their work. I went to this place in California. My sister actually works there. It's called Telesign. It's located in Marina del Rey. And I was just astounded by the amount of engagement and the hard work that goes into really caring about your employees and making them happy. It sounds like it might be a difficult task, but it really isn't. You just need to put yourself on the level of your employees and start coming up with some great ideas. Some that they have an open workspace, which is so simple. Instead of putting people in a cubby or closed in an office, it's an open workspace. There's lots of communication, sharing great ideas with each other. It just makes sense. You can bring your pet. I saw little dogs running down the hallway. It was great. There's a huge, open, fully stocked kitchen with everything you could want. Breakfast foods, lunch foods, condiments. You can bring your own food and put it in this huge refrigerator. They had every kind of drink you could possibly want. It was awesome. And there were 3 levels, 3 floors. On the middle floor was a lounge floor. They had a pool table. They had big screen TVs and super comfortable lounge chairs and Xbox. Just a great place to just put your mind at ease, take a little break from the monotony of everyday work, and just enjoy your friends and your coworkers. It was awesome. The last day that I was there was actually a Friday, and they had a sort of happy hour for the employees and their family members if they wanted to. And they set up this huge catered table with wonderful foods. They had kegs with beer and different kinds of wine. They had juice boxes for little kids and an Xbox for them to go play some games. It was just so cool, and everyone stayed. Everyone wanted to be there. Tons of family members came to see what they do every day. It was just a neat thing to do. And creating that family environment is just so important. Obviously, they love their jobs and are fully engaged, which from the success of this company leads to hardworking employees, which is so important. So with that great example, I thought of some really great tips on beginning to set up your engaged workplace. First of all, keep in mind that you need to begin with an effective system of recognition and rewards. Do word of mouth or written, just to let your people know that you appreciate them. Employee of the month is another great idea. Frequent feedback is very important. People like to hear if they're doing a good job, and even sometimes they want to know if they're not doing a good job. You need to be in line with company values and people's personal values. They both go together. Relate to the employees, develop trust and respect, and show that you care about your employees, even on a personal level. Engaged employees need to work with mutually engaged coworkers, and that creates teamwork. And managers need to know how to connect with your team or teams. You can do team building exercises. You can work a shift at a level. I worked as a dishwasher one time just so that my employees knew that I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty and I appreciate what they do. Inspire people to follow you. Connection, very important. I'm so sorry I went overboard. I know it's supposed to be 5 minutes or less, but I'm very passionate about this topic. So if anyone's interested in being a manager and trying to create an engaged environment, I hope you learned something. And I enjoyed the class. So good luck to everyone.